What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. We're doing another Wave 100 survival build. Now, this is for unlocking your golden pets on Massacre mode. Now, I know there will be a stat variance. Additionally, we do know that the owls are going to be getting a bit of a nerf, as currently they're getting more stat value than they should from your defense rate overcap. So with that in mind, I'm doing it on Dune Eater difficulty. We're on Wave 96 start. This is a full AFK build. So let's just jump right on in and get it started. Right in the center of the map, we're going to throw down an Ensnare Aura, an Electric Aura, a Strength Drain Aura. Everything is fully ruined, by the way, and an Explosive Trap. We're going to drop all of this stuff onto a Buff Beam, and that is going to be kind of the basis for the entire build. Now, we do want to protect our cores and give our owls a little bit of protection as well, as we are going to be using owls. So we're going to go ahead and drop in a siren behind the core here, and we're going to drop in a siren right on top here. Now, depending on your quality of your siren rune will depend on where you place your sirens. Do keep in mind, though, that you want nothing in the middle. So the thing that makes this completely AFK is not having anything for the boss to destroy. So you can't have any towers or anything that can be destroyed right in the center of the map. Now we're going to come on up here and switch it over to owls. In fact, let's go ahead and grab a warden as well. And we can throw a root into the mix, maybe for a little bit of CC. But let's build it out with owls and see what we get. So we got a buff beam down there. We want to throw 3 owls right here. So 3 owls in the center. These are going to be mainly designed for handling the top lane, but of course they do have line of sight into just about everything. Now on these side lanes, we're going to go ahead and go 2 owls. Now it's important to note, put these owls back as far as you can get them on this diagonal piece here. If you put them farther forward, or if you do more than 2, they're very susceptible to cobalt explosions. So put them back as far as you can. We're going to do the same thing over here and drop just 2 owls right here. And then let's get buff beams on everything and then kind of see what we have left. So we go a buff beam there. We'll get a buff beam here. Once again, full runes on everything. So we are using the overdrive rune here. And then you see we've got 44 DU left. Tons left. But currently with what we've got going, we've got enough to clear the map. So this is all you really need to clear the map, and now you want to focus on the boss and then any stray ogres that might walk on down. So with that in mind, we're going to come over to this side of the map, and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to go with 3 owls right here, and 3 owls right here. Now you note by building them back here, the owls do not have line of sight on a lot of the lane. So these owls are going to sit dormant a ton of the time. But what these owls are going to give you is they are going to give you the ability to just not sweat any larger mobs that make it into the center. So anything that comes into the center, these 6 owls are then going to engage and start whooping up booty right there. In fact, we got so much left. Why don't we go with 1 more owl stack here? Let's just go 1, 2, 3. Do we want to do 2 sets of 2 instead? Mixed emotions here. We would need 6 left. That would give us 5 more DU. With the 5 DU, we can do anything. I think, let's see. Let's just do this. That gives us 8 DU remaining. What do we want to do with 8 DU? Well, I mean, sky's the limit. Kind of do whatever you want. I think what I'll do, just to make life a little easier, is I'll throw in a gas trap here, and then maybe an enrage aura as well. These are both completely unnecessary additions for the AFK-ness. And then let's just get everything upgraded, so we'll spam it out here. Now, the main thing here, of course, is looking at what we do to the boss. Now, of course, I'm doing it once again on Dune Eater difficulty. You don't have to have a difficulty used at all to get the golden pet unlock at Wave 100. I'm doing it at Dune Eater difficulty just to show the difference in power. So if you've got lower quality stats, if you've got like entry level massacre gear, you're going to be able to beat it without doing the Dune Eater difficulty and get that golden pet unlocked without any issue. Let's just keep spamming it up. We got 50,000 mana left, so we might as well get everything good and upgraded, right? Now the trick here is going to be with these auras and what we are getting our striking gemstone on, because of course we are doing a speedy and striking gemstone stack to make this full on AFK. So with that in mind, what auras do you want big? Well, I would want the electric aura big, and then either the ensnare, the strength drain, or the enrage. I think the main thing is we want to get the electric aura and really this explosive trap. If we can get the electric aura and the explosive trap big, then I think we're going to be happy with everything else. And I think my placement was probably poor, putting them down in the order I did. So we may not get the value that we're really hoping for here. Let's just spam whatever is left right over into this side and get the rest of these upgrades in. Now, as I mentioned, this is all about the boss killing, so wave 96 to 100 just doesn't matter. It's just going to be me sitting AFK, as this is Netflix and chill type build. So, with that in mind, let's get these upgrades spammed around, and then I will just jump right on forward. And we'll run through wave 100 and the boss wave. So, from there, like I said, I'm just going to be sitting on a striking and a speedy. We got a speedy here. We got a striking here. Any quality of them doesn't matter as long as they're 4 targets. And then you want to make sure you're hitting the correct auras. So if we look out here, we're not getting the correct auras. We want the electric aura to be getting hit, and then the explosive trap was actually. But we do want that electric aura to get hit. So with that in mind, we might have to do some rebuilding here. Let's come back out and look at it. We got the gas trap this time. But we did get the electric aura, the ensnare aura, and the strength drain aura. So I think that is good enough. Ideally, I think instead of either the ensnare or the strength drain, you would want the explosive trap in there. But I'm just going to let it fly with this. And let's jump on forward to the boss wave, where it really all goes down. And here we go at wave 100. I'm still in the exact same position. I haven't come out of Overlord mode at all. However, we're at the boss wave now. Now, a few things to keep in mind. First off, from this view, you see how absolutely terrible looking my owl placement was. Not nice straight lines at all. However, the main thing is to remember this is, once again, Dune Eater difficulty. So the boss health is going to be excessive, and this is still going to burn through them all, fully AFK or partially AFK, depending on whether or not you're comfortable using a macro. So I am not using any scripts or macros. I'm just sitting here mashing the F button. And that's all we're going to do. Now, although my summoner is down on those auras, where I want to be boosting is these owls. Keep in mind, you see a few copter ogres rolling in. Copter ogres, remember, we built so there's nothing down there to be destroyed. So there's nothing a copter ogre can do. They're just going to come down there and swing at the core, not doing any damage until the owls finally kill them. So any of those copter ogres are full on ignore mode. Don't sweat them. Just don't build anything down there that they can tear up. So as long as there's nothing there for them to tear up, it is GG's. So we're just going to sit here and spam it out. Like I said, these 10 owls are putting in all the work. So we want these 10 owls to get the buff. Now, in the process, I'm also buffing that explosive trap. I'm also buffing that electric aura. So they're doing some pretty strange and unusual things as well and just wrecking the map. However, it's just a really smooth, chill experience. Now, as far as this exact build, I have taken it as far as 196. And it didn't fail at 196, but the waves were taking a miserably long time to run. So I did stop the run after I got the 196 save, just because it was taking just too damn long. You know, I was tired of sitting here. I wasn't AFK, it wasn't overnight. I was sitting here Netflixing it out and mashing the F button just like I'm doing right now. So I decided to stop it there at 196, so I don't know what it would go to. That was on Dune Eater difficulty as well, making it to 196. I don't remember what the boss's health will be like if you're just playing it to get the golden pet unlock and you're not using a bonus difficulty, but it's going to be substantially smaller amount than what it's going to be here on Dune Eater for sure. I want to say on Dune Eater it's going to be like 50 billion plus, but I don't remember the exact number. Let's check it out here as the boss comes out. 100 more bads left to go. Pretty much GG's. You see the owls over here are not getting a lot of activity. And once again, those owls are specifically for the big mobs that do make it into the center. So these owls just chill the whole time. These other owls clear the map out. So we've got a bunch of owls just sitting, waiting for any potential baddie to walk down the center lane. So here we go. We got 10 seconds left until the boss. We're going to stay in Overlord mode. Still have not moved since I started Wave 96, so in the exact same position with the exact same auras buffed, etc. And we're just going to chillax it out. Or no, it's only 38 billion, so not as much health as I thought it would be, but still 38 billion health. On non-Dune Eater difficulty, I don't know what it's going to be, but it's not going to be 38 billion, that's for sure. So just going to sit here and mash it out. You see the boss is not taking any damage yet. We need the boss to come down into the middle. Now, the boss is going to do a few things in the middle. Most importantly, what he's going to do is the boss is going to stand there on that explosive trap. The boss standing there on that explosive trap is basically going to clear the entire map. Particularly if you have the striking going on your explosive trap, which I don't. If the striking was going on it, the explosions going off would literally hit all of the spawns all the way around the entire map. So it's just going to be map wide coverage as soon as the boss gets there. Now, as you see, it is a super slow burn. You know, there's just no substitute for going with like big thunder spike builds or just hero DPS. I mean, hero DPS is going to be the way to go. But on the same note, I'm still burning out what? Looks like it's about 5 seconds per billion health. 5 or 6 seconds, something like that. So, I mean, it's still burning them. It's just not as fast as I would like. Now, one of the benefits you get here with owls is, remember, owls, when they go out, they're going to hit every target within their range one time before returning to the perch. Which means you don't have to worry about the defense getting super dialed in and focused on the boss. They're going to go out and hit the boss, but then they're going to go and hit everything else in their range as well, just giving you complete map-wide clearing. You see on the TAC map here, just everything's disappearing way, way far out there. So the owls and the electric auras are getting it done, and we're just able to just chillax it out right here. It's not a quick kill, particularly on Dune Eater, but it is a completely, or mostly AFK, extremely chill build that will still allow you to get those boss kills in. So as far as just farming this one on Dune Eater, this is a very chill map to do. It's Act 2, of course, so you get access to that Overdrive rune, which, as far as I know, is still the most valuable rune in the game. So getting more of those is never a bad thing. And we can just pretty much chillax it out and soak up the runes. We're also going to be getting a boss weapon and a guaranteed bracer drop every 5 waves. So those are there as well. Of course, if you get a Supreme Bracer, you could potentially be very happy with that. And there is the Wave 100 boss kill. So let's take a look at that loot and see what we got. Where is our Bracer? Looks like we didn't get an incredibly good Bracer, but at the same note, that one's not god-awful. I think I'll keep it so I can play around with a stability build, maybe. But there is a Wave 100 Throne Room Dune Eater difficulty Netflix and chill build that will allow you to pretty easily get your golden pet unlock. It's not a fast-running map, y'all, so it's not screaming through and getting done really quick, that's for sure. But it is super, super chill, no doubt about it. But that will do it for now. Thanks an absolute ton for watching, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.